There was a young man who wanted to become an influential and successful businessman. He had everything it took to become successful: looks, brains, charm, and ambition. But no matter how hard he tried, things just didn't seem to work out for him. He would start a business and it would fail. He would try to get a promotion at work and be passed over. He would try to impress a girl and end up embarrassing himself. No matter what this guy tried, he just couldn't seem to catch a break. It was driving him crazy. One day he went to see a wise old man who was known for his ability to help people solve their problems. The old man listened patiently to the young man's story and then said, "I know how you can become successful at anything you want to do." The young man was overjoyed and asked, "What should I do?" The old man smiled and said, "Become an obstacle for someone else." The young man was confused, but he was desperate, so he decided to give it a try. He started by being an obstacle for people at work. He would help his co-workers whenever he could, and he would always be willing to lend a hand. He became known as the person who was always there to help out, and eventually he was promoted to a position of power. Now that he was in a position of power, he started being an obstacle for people in his company. He would help the company however he could, and he would always look for ways to improve things. He became known as the person who was always looking out for the best interests of the company, and eventually he was promoted to the top of the company. At this point, the young man was finally starting to feel like he was on top of the world, but he knew that he wasn't done yet. He wanted to make a real difference in the world, so he started being an obstacle for people in his industry. He would help other businesses whenever he could, and he would always look for ways to improve the lives of those around him. He became known as the person who was always willing to help out, and eventually he was awarded the highest honor in his industry. And all of this happened because he simply became an obstacle for people in his life. So why is this important? Because we all have the ability to be an obstacle for someone else, but most of us don't even realize it. We think that we have to be the ones who get ahead, but that's not the case. Sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves is to help others get ahead. That's because when we help others, we create a ripple effect that comes back to us in ways we never imagined. We may not see the results immediately, but trust me, they will come. The young man in this story could have easily become discouraged and given up when things weren't working out for him. But instead, he decided to focus on helping others, and that's what led him to success. If you want to be successful at anything in life, I urge you to follow the lead of this young man. Be an obstacle for someone else, and you'll be amazed at what happens next. Now, my child, listen closely to the tale I'm about to tell you. It's a story that has been passed down through generations, a story filled with valuable lessons that can guide your path in life. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young woman named Sarah. She was known throughout the village for her unwavering honesty and kind heart. One sunny afternoon, Sarah was strolling through the bustling marketplace when she came across an old, tattered book lying abandoned on a stall. Intrigued, she picked it up and opened it, revealing pages filled with faded ink. As she delved deeper into the book, she realized that it contained ancient secrets and profound wisdom. Excited by her discovery, she purchased the book and returned home. As days turned into weeks, Sarah immersed herself in the book, eager to unlock its hidden knowledge. Among its many teachings, one particular passage caught her attention. It spoke of a magical land situated deep within the Whispering Woods, a place where dreams were said to come true. The mere existence of such a place seemed like a fairy tale, yet a tiny spark of hope ignited within Sarah. Her own dreams had long been deferred, and the thought of a place where wishes were granted filled her with anticipation. Despite the allure of the mysterious land, Sarah knew that venturing into the Whispering Woods was a perilous journey. The woods were notorious for their treacherous paths and lurking dangers. Nevertheless, driven by her unwavering determination to make her dreams a reality, Sarah decided to embark on the adventure. As she stepped into the shadowy embrace of the Whispering Woods, an eerie silence enveloped her. The trees loomed over her, their gnarled branches forming a canopy that blocked out the sunlight. An unsettling feeling crept up her spine, and she couldn't shake off the growing sense of unease. Despite the chilling atmosphere, Sarah pressed on, clutching the ancient book tightly to her chest. Suddenly, a piercing screech echoed through the woods, sending shivers down Sarah's spine. From the depths of the thicket emerged a fearsome creature with eyes that glowed an ominous red in the dim light. Its teeth glistened like daggers, and its claws scraped against the ground, sending sparks flying. Terror gripped Sarah's heart, and she instinctively took a step back. But before she could react, the creature lunged at her, its menacing presence filling her with dread. With a surge of adrenaline, Sarah raised the ancient book, its aged pages serving as a shield against the creature's sharp claws. The book's leather cover held firm, protecting her from harm. Astonished by the book's resilience, Sarah gathered her courage and slammed the book shut. The creature recoiled as if burned, letting out a deafening roar. With a mix of trepidation and determination, Sarah continued her journey into the heart of the Whispering Woods. Deeper and deeper she ventured, the ancient book guiding her through the labyrinthine paths. Just when she began to lose hope, she stumbled upon a clearing bathed in ethereal light. In the center stood a magnificent tree adorned with blossoms of every color imaginable. Its branches reached towards the sky, forming a natural archway, and beneath its protective canopy lay a crystal-clear pool reflecting the vibrant blossoms above. Sarah felt an overwhelming sense of tranquility wash over her. Could this be the place, the very spot where dreams were believed to come true? With newfound determination, Sarah approached the pool. As she gazed into its shimmering depths, she saw not just her own reflection, but a vision of her dreams taking flight. It was a sight that filled her with hope and reaffirmed her belief in the power of dreams. From that moment on, Sarah's perspective shifted. She realized that the true value of the ancient book lay not in granting wishes, but in guiding her on a journey of self-discovery and resilience. The perilous journey through the Whispering Woods and the mystical land she had discovered within had transformed her in ways she had never imagined. As Sarah emerged from the woods, she carried with her a newfound sense of purpose. The ancient book, now more cherished than ever, became her constant companion. Its teachings resonated deeply within her, shaping her actions and guiding her decisions. Word spread throughout the village of Sarah's extraordinary journey and the transformative power of the ancient book. People from far and wide came to her seeking guidance and solace. Sarah, with her compassionate heart, welcomed them all, sharing the wisdom she had gained on her adventure. And so, my child, remember the tale of Sarah and the ancient book. Hold on to your dreams and face your fears with courage. For within the darkest of woods, hope can bloom, and even the most perilous journeys can lead to the fulfillment of dreams. As I conclude this timeless tale, I leave you with these parting words. Embrace honesty and kindness, for they are the guiding stars in the darkest of nights. Face your fears head-on, for they are but illusions that vanish in the face of bravery. And never lose sight of your dreams, for they are the blueprints of your destiny. May this story serve as a beacon, illuminating your path and inspiring you to chase your dreams with unwavering determination.